The clock will resume on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
And we're now at T-minus 9 minutes and counting. The ground launch sequencer is now controlling the countdown up until the T-minus 31 second mark, when it will hand off to the computers on board Discovery for the last 31 seconds. For the last 31 seconds, Discovery is in complete control of all activities regarding the launch. And all of the computers on board will be voting as to the readiness of all systems to ignite the 3 main engines and finally the twin solid rocket boosters.
PLT, configure fuel cell essential bus source switches.
PLT in work. RTC PLT, central bus source is connected to fuel cells.
Copy.
And in about 15 seconds, we should see the orbiter access arm begin to retract from the access hatch.
CLS is go for OAA retract.
And this can be moved back into position around the access hatch in about 30 seconds if there should be some kind of an emergency and the crew needed to get off.
CRPS, start APU strip chart recorders. Yes, copy. PLT, perform APU pre-start.
APU pre-start in work.
T-minus 6 minutes.
RTC PLT, APU pre-start complete, 3 grade talkbacks.
Copy.
The command for the pilot to start the auxiliary power units is coming up here in about 30 seconds.
CLS is go for orbiter APU start. PLT, perform APU start.
APU starts in work.
CDR, reconfigure heaters.
And heater reconfigure in work.
And Rick Husband now flipping 3 switches on the cockpit to start the auxiliary power units.
Yes, the heater reconfigure is complete.
Copy.
RTC PLT, APU start complete.
Copy.
And report that we have 3 good auxiliary power units.
TLS is go for purge sequence 4.
And the orbiter's flight controls are now being moved through their area of travel. The rudder being moved. Now the 3 main engines are being gimbaled or steered through their reign of travel. Now have been returned to their ignition position. Pressurizing the LOX tank should begin momentarily. And next we will see the gaseous oxygen vent arm be retracted, the beanie cap from over the top of the external tank.
Unexpected errors.
PLT, that's in work. LTC, PLT, caution warning numbers cleared, no unexpected errors.
Copy. Flight crew, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow. As certain as the risen sun, may your international teamwork be the dawn of new human discovery.
And thank you very much. We're getting our visors in O2 and we're going to have a great flight.
TLS is go for ET LH2 pressurization.
T-minus 1 minute 45 seconds.
One minute, 30 seconds.
And that's it.
External tank at flight pressure. 3 engines on Discovery are ready. And the sound suppression water system is now being armed. We're now turning off the solid rocket booster joint heaters.
1 minute.
Final check now of the solid rocket booster commands. Liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen fill and drain valves are closed. External tank strut heaters are now off. Payload bay vent doors now being positioned. Standing by for the handoff to Discovery's computers. The handoff has occurred. The ground launch sequencer has handed off to Discovery's computers, which are now controlling the countdown.
20.
SRB nozzle gimbal complete. Firing chain is armed. T-minus 15 seconds. Sound suppression water system is now activating. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery on the first mission to dock with the orbiting International Space Station. And the vehicle has cleared the tower.
And Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll Discovery.
Houston now controlling. Roll maneuver complete. Discovery now in a heads down, wings level position, headed to a 173 nautical mile orbit, inclined 51.6 degrees to either side of the equator. Three-main engines now throttling down to 67% of rated thrust as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure. Three engines now back up at 104%.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Roger, Houston, go ahead, throttle up.
Discovery's 3 liquid fuel engine is now back at full throttle, 104% of rated thrust. Altitude now 8.5 miles, downrange 6 miles. One minute 30 seconds into the flight, with more than 2.25 million pounds of propellant having already been used, Discovery now weighs half of what it did at liftoff. Standing by for the next major event, which will be the burnout and separation of the 2 solid rocket boosters, that occurring a little more than 2 minutes into flight. Booster officer confirms good separation of the solid rocket boosters.